What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are playing Questland, which is a first-person perspective RPG, which in and of itself is quite unique, by the way, but it then has lots of weapons and gear, a ton of monsters to slay throughout these various campaigns, and just a lot of events and missions and achievements and all sorts of great RPG-related stuff. If you are considering playing this game, though, just be aware that there's a 400 megabyte additional download. And as always, remember that the download links are in the description box down below, so they're very easy to get to. And you can also find a Google spreadsheet down there in the description box of every game I've played till date. So if you're looking for something specific, go have a look at that, or maybe also have a look at the playlists here on YouTube. And then lastly, we are very active over on Twitter and Instagram, and occasionally we try to be funny as well, so consider following us on there and let us infest your every breathing moment. That's the evil master plan, guys. But seriously though, go follow us over there if you don't already. And with all that said, I decided to check out Questland after seeing its 1+ million downloads at an average rating of 4.7, which is really quite impressive, I gotta admit. So that got me excited, but as you know, if you've been around here for a while now, we have seen multiple games with great reviews that turned out to be just pure garbage, sadly. So let's figure out if Questland is actually worth playing. Most of the gameplay in Questland revolves around completing campaign missions to earn gold and experience points, and then use some of that gold to level up, grow stronger, and continue throughout the campaign as we slowly but steadily try to gear up and get better gear and level up that gear and so on. And you'll probably like it because there's just so much to do, and saving up to finally get some new gear and equipment really just feels so nice. And there's a bit of a story here. I'm gonna just skip that so we can get ahead. We finished this one with 1 star. 1 is better than 0. So now we have access to the next part of the campaign missions here. I don't think we're quite ready for that yet before we go in and upgrade our gear. So let's get into all that good stuff. So let's have a look. Are there any new items? Yes, we did get a few new items. Let's see if this one is better. We can compare it with the one we already have on us. It doesn't really seem to be better, so instead let's just go and upgrade some of our existing items. Or maybe actually, we should do this. We should go over here and open one of these chests, because we have some keys that we can open them with. We can also buy them for real life money, of course. But yes, we got a new weapon. That is perfect, guys. Let's open one more of these chests and see if we get one more type of equipment that we can use. We got a new helmet as well. Maybe that one is actually better than the one we have on us already, but let's go have a look at that. The weapon, I think, is definitely better. Let's compare. Yes, it's already better, only at level 1. That is fantastic. This is everything we needed, because our damage was getting a bit low. And then look at this. This one is also so much better than the current helmet we have. So let's equip this, and let's go over here and level it up. So to do that, we simply press upgrade over here, and then we can choose to upgrade it once at a time, or do it 10 times at a time. So we're just gonna go for once at a time here and see how far do we want to level it up. I think we can go for +10 or level 10, because it's only costing 1,000 of this currency that we have plenty of. You guys can see we have 80,000 of it, and we get this currency simply by playing the campaign missions together with the gold, and also just completing missions, completing quests, completing achievements. And actually now I think we've leveled this one up enough. Let's go upgrade the helmet. Let's just do a 10 times upgrade here, and then let's see how much that has cost us. That would be around 11,000, so not too bad actually. So now with that, I think we're ready. I think we're ready, guys. I think we're ready for one more campaign mission. So let's go into the Citadel up here and complete the snake swamps as we start talking a bit more about the combat. Because in terms of the controls, they are super simple. In fact, they can hardly get any simpler. All we have to do is tap an enemy to attack it, and that's really all. And then sometimes we can choose to do a skill attack if we have enough energy, and we get 1 more energy for every turn we take. So it's super simple. So simple, in fact, that there's even an auto system if we don't want to tap the screen ourselves, and I've got that on right now. And there's even also an instant completion button. So let's say I get bored with this, I just click skip, and ta-da! We finished it, and we got 3 stars, and we got some equipment, so we can just keep doing that. And that is kind of weird that we can just instantly finish it. Now, if you have already played lots of action RPGs on mobile, you might have seen this skip button before, but usually we at least have to finish the level once before we can go back and instant grind older levels. But apparently in this game, we can just instant complete it right from the start, and I don't really like that. Now I know that I could just ignore it, I could just ignore the auto and instant completion buttons, but it's really difficult to stay motivated to continue manually attacking when I know that we could just progress so much faster by simply tapping one button and then, just skipping all of the combat in the entire game. And in addition to this, there's also an energy system that only makes it even worse because that restricts the amount of time we can play the game, unlike, for example, Knights of Fury that I covered a few weeks ago. But since that isn't globally out yet, I guess this game will give you a bit of the same feeling, but just with a very frustrating energy system in here. And then we have all the quests and missions and achievements. I mentioned these before, and I mean, they're great fun, but they also do make the game kind of confusing, and there's so many menus that you can go through. I'll go show you guys that as soon as we finish this one here. We actually completed this one pretty well. We got 2 stars out of 3. So that was not too bad. We didn't get the item that we could have gotten, but it was still okay though. But look at this. Look at the amount of things we can do here. We can craft, we can earn gems, we can enter a secret code, which is a referral system where if you invite friends, you get some premium currency. You can go into the jungle spin, whatever that is, and it looks like we can watch an advertisement to spin that. We can also go into the shop, and inside the shop we have lots of in-app purchases, which is how the game monetizes, sadly, right? And we can buy gems, and we have items over here that we can also use. For some reason, that's in the shop. We can buy those. Then we have quests over here, where we have daily tasks, we have quests, we have quest events, right? And then we have the campaign, as you know. We have all these systems in here in our inventory. Collection 1, Collection 2, whatever that is, right? Then we have orbs, and then over here it gets even worse, right? We can go into the city, and we have a Hall of Fame, we have a bank, we have a guild, we have marketplace, we have a tavern, we have a barber shop, and we have a shrine up there that isn't even unlocked yet. That's not to mention the guild system, and you have bosses and guild bosses. There's so much to do, and it can honestly be kinda confusing for a new player, and I don't think that's a very nice and streamlined experience, so I wish they would optimize a bit on that. On the bright side though, while the combat is rather boring, I am having fun with unlocking new gear and upgrading it, and for me that has become sort of the main fun element of the game, not the combat and the quests, which is a bit strange, but I guess that's why they say the loot boxes are really just gambling. At least that's something that's being discussed a lot in the EU right now. It just triggers something in our brains that just makes us want to keep going, I guess. But with all this said, the game is receiving very frequent updates, there's a guild system, and a very active subreddit community, so if you are interested by what you've seen so far, don't let the energy system discourage you too much at least, as I think you can easily have lots of fun with the game, especially if you find some friends to play with, or a very active guild, and if you're willing to really spend the time to immerse yourself into the game's many systems. But what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and now for the mobile gaming fact of the day, which is that Blizzard is actually planning to bring multiple of their franchises to mobile, not just Diablo. So who knows, with a bit of luck, we might in the somewhat near future be able to play Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm, or maybe even something like StarCraft. I think that would be a perfect fit for mobile. We might be able to play all of those games on our smartphones, and that kind of excites me. But what do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comment section as well, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.